This is James from GameFront, and we're playing Dragon
Mayor
Age
Gregory
Inquisition.
Frederick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
Jeez.
He's pleading guilty while claiming he's not. Which is it?
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it.
Nearly? So some innocent.
I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Let's see. Let's give him to the Grey Wardens.
The Blight was your undoing. Let it also be your means of redemption. I give you to our allies in the Grey Wardens. To fight Darkspawn until the calling takes you.
I don't deserve the honor, Your Worship, but I'll do my best.
There's no sense in punishing him for something that he can't undo. I think it was the wrong choice, but it was a choice. I'm sorry, McSpanky. Death would bring nothing to the world. We've already lost those people one way or the other. If he's with the Grey Wardens fighting the Darkspawn, well, even if he only kills one Darkspawn, we've at least made some of our losses back. You know what I mean? I know, it's tough to hear. Let's take a look at the journal. Don't have nearly enough power. I could not find the final of that. Crestwood. In fact, we've just judged him. Let's find the bodies. Because I do feel slightly bad about not putting him to death, but only slightly. Only slightly. And I think that finding those bodies and bringing them back to their family, that'll make me feel better. Quest map time. So, what the hell? Let's see how Sarah is doing. Then we'll take... Let's just go crazy and have a rogue squadron. This is not what I would typically go with. I'm not even that big of a fan of the rogues. They're fun to play as, but I don't know if I trust the computer very much as a rogue. Now I'm getting tongue faces from McSpanky. I'm sorry. It's a tough choice, but I think I made the right call. He might find his death sooner than later anyhow. Alright.
Inquisitor, if you...
I feel like I might need to level up Varric. I haven't used him in a while. Nope. We're all good to go. Let's do this. Let's do this. We need to... Damn it, that's not what I meant to do. We need to pick up potions for anybody that doesn't have them equipped. And maybe there's requisitions here. Geological survey. +1 power. Hope it was worth it. Stupid of me. Alright, so that's still locked. Okay. replenish one. I'm gonna still equip it to other people though. Cassandra, Sarah. Regeneration potion. Replenish one. Does anybody else have it not even selected? Cool. We're good. This is not... Oh, the 3 bodies found. Better Courtyard is the mission that's showing up underneath it, but I'm not really working on that right now. Well... I have not used her yet. And that's a pretty cool move. I haven't used her in combat, so I don't know what it's like to use all the alchemy that a rogue that a rogue has.
We should look around.
Well, we're looking for bodies. What is that? Is that a dinosaur? It is a fucking dinosaur. Wow. That's cool. Is it dead? Weird. So there's a body somewhere in this area. Okay. Maybe in this house? Are these the bones? No? Well, here's loot. Bottles of Thetis. Not exactly what I was trying to get to. Alright. Let's take a look at the map and see. Put my waypoint there. Maybe right from the center I can find the bodies. Here's a treasure chest. I don't know. Finding these bodies seems to be tougher than I thought. I mean, these are skeletons. How is that not important? What's this? Grey whiskey, perhaps local to a handful of Grey Warden companies, these spirits reflect a custom or legend born of utility. Allowed to seize goods to aid their cause, wardens combine half-full bottles to save space while traveling, never fully emptied or, as with a kettle, cleaned. Each eventually takes on a base flavor as unique as the warden carrying. What do we care? Nothing burns like the first cup. Could be a fact, could be tribute. It does seem as though the bottles range farther than namesake's warden could. Cool. That's kind of neat. I mean, a lot of times I don't wash my coffee cup. When you drink so many cups of coffee back to back, what is the point of washing it? It's just... Longest a cup of coffee will sit in that cup will be 8 hours. And that's when I'm asleep. There's no goddamn bodies here. I've been up here, right? Maybe I gotta go like this. I don't see it. Is that what it was making that sound for me? Yeah, I guess so. In here? Oh, here we go. These bodies are different. Maybe I should have waited until I looked for these bodies before I let that guy off the hook. Mildewed Diary. This diary has been kept miraculously dry in a sealed chest, but its pages are filled with powdery black mold. 29th of Cloudreach, 9:30. Grace has a cough. All well and good to help those running from the blight. But if my daughter catches something from these refugees, I'll have the mayor's hide. At least Derek moved them up into the caves. I thought they'd put up a fuss, but they went quiet and pale as the dead. The healthy ones were relieved, said their sick friends seemed to get worse in the daylight. Maker save us from a plague. That might mean that the guy wasn't sick and they thought that his daughter had the blight, but maybe she just had a cold. I don't know. What is that monster making that sound?
Bits up, face down.
Wow, 49 experience for killing that little thing? It's pretty good. So, is there more bodies here? I think that's got to be it, right? Take a look at the map. Oh, they're all within this area. I guess I can find it a lot easier now. Lots of loot to be had. So I've checked this area, right? No, it must be up here.
I smell the damp. Just in everything.
Where could it be? It must be in here. That's where I found the first bodies. It is difficult to find these bodies. Ah, it's a scarecrow. There we go. Couple more bodies. Probably a book in here, but I'm not going to read it. I don't need to. I get the story. If you had a loved one with the blight and they thought you'd stay with them, they would make you. I've already looted this place. Move it! Move it! Which of these buildings have I not checked yet? That seems like it's outside of the area. checked them all, I think.
One down.
What the hell are these things? Deep Stalker hide? Must not have checked in here. Looks familiar though. Yeah, I definitely checked in here. I think I've been here so long the plants are starting to grow back. One more body, or one more pile of bodies. Cole scared me for a second. What is this telling me about? Activate. What was that? Okay. It's probably this first building here. Probably passed it when I walked in. Walked right on by. Mayor's house. Excuse me. Watch it, guys. Oh, I have been here. We gotta be more systematic. I'm walking randomly building to building. I've gotta check every building. Oh, there it is. Return to Sister Vaughn. Alright, so that's it. I'm not gonna explore here anymore. Look at my path. It's kind of cool to see where you walked. Whoops. What's the closest one of those? I guess I'm not that far from it in general. Alright, so no fast travel, guys. Let's move. I want to see how Varric is doing with his attacks. Oh, wait a second. Per the title. Wait. Let's get back in the saddle. I haven't been riding my horse at all. Oh, please. Come on. How do I get him to come over here? Shit. Oh, I did it. I did it. Damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to the controls. It's not working as well as I wanted it to. I'm trying to figure out what button goes fast. Oh, you click the stick. Damn it. Whoa, 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 my bad, my bad. Now I'm making up some time. You really start cruising. I'm pretty sure I left my team behind pretty far. Whoa! I might be going into the wrong direction.
Yeah.
You can do it, horse. Oh, I think you don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
As the moth sees light and towards the flame, she should go to the light.
The veil holds no uncertainty.
There we go.
She will know no fear of death. Your worship.
I found the bodies for cremation.
I've already found the remains of the people who died in Old Crestwood.
Blessed Andraste. I didn't imagine you'd look yourself. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It is all too rare these days. I will prepare the bodies for cremation.
Power +2. Alright, so it's time to get a new quest. We just gotta keep going. Look at how fast that went. I tied a knot with myself over there, but oh well. Okay. So we're gonna talk to the trainers. I think this is where we have to head, right? Yeah, I guess Mitch was streaming some Smash Brothers earlier. That's pretty cool. I just happened to get brand new internet today, and I can't tell the difference at all. But now I have 200 upload speed, and I was getting like 50-something download. I'm sorry, 200 download and like 50 upload. It's pretty cool.
Inquisitor Trevelyan.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What have you heard about me?
They say Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate to battle the old gods for the fate of the world.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Wow, this is like way
Better
late
and
in the
better.
conversation.
The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit.
Whoa, party pooper.
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
You know that we are
Everyone knows
the
it's just
Inquisition.
an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper.
What?
We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
What the fuck
My
was
dear
that?
Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
Damn.
No such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I don't give a
Marquis
shit.
doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden dog-lord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
That's interesting.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Well, what do you want?
You invited me here. What is it you want?
I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. But the faithful flock to your banner, pinning their hopes on you to deliver them from chaos. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Welcome
The
aboard!
Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Wow, I bet she's gonna be awesome. A powerful sorceress.